Hello, this is Primal JQ and just started on the Nintendo Direct on 13th September 2018. I've only just got in and already I'm seeing Luigi's Mansion 3 on the Switch! Well, who saw that coming? There you go, all you people whinging about, oh, Luigi's Mansion card on the 3DS. There you go! There's your full proper sequel on the Switch! Well done! Now, our new representative here is indeed confirming that we are getting the new Luigi's Mansion sequel. So, for all you people who are like, pretty sure you asked for this. But oh my gosh, another Kirby game. But it's on the 3DS this time. It's the extra epic yarn. This is what I was talking about. With the whole kind of unified development thing that was going on. We already had Peachy and Yoshi's Woolly World. Now we've got this. This is exactly what they were talking about. And this is why the video I was talking before about the 3DS successor, that it would be pretty much exactly like this.
Or you can even conjure up some wind to rake in the beans.
Kind of makes me
For a little added
kind of
challenge,
interested
see if you can outrun this speed demon of
the
the
extra
devil in
features
devilish
are
mode.
to be
To top it off, new minigames will give you a chance to
terms of
play as
using
some
the
other
extra
familiar
screen.
faces. Kirby's Extra Epic Yarn launches exclusively for Nintendo 3DS in 2019.
Talk a lot about it, but I wasn't actually listening, so sorry about that.
Bowser Jr., destined for greatness?
Wait, what is
The
this?
Mushroom Kingdom has a bad case of the blowers,
It's-
and the
is this
only
not
ones who
Mario
can save it are Mario,
Luigi
Luigi,
title?
and Bowser? It can only
Is
be
this
Mario and Luigi
Bowser's Inside Story? Oh my god!
There's
The
another
whole
side to every story,
trifecta is
even
here.
this one.
Well, not the
Now
whole.
you can go on Bowser Jr.'s journey as well.
There is
In his new adventure, Bowser Jr. sets off to
Indeed.
find his own remedy for the
still partners
blowers.
in time, so
But
this
thanks
just
to his
seems to be an
signature selfishness,
extension
he ends up causing
to
more
that.
problems than
Bowser's
he
Inside
cures.
Story, as far as I know, he's
Better
already
gather
on.
some allies and build
on
up
the
your
3DS.
very own army. Create
Or
your
just
own
the remake of it.
formations, support allies with an arsenal of moves, and conquer the chaos in every
So
action-packed
this
battle.
can be extra DLC.
Is Bowser Jr. destined for glorious kingship like his
Oh my
papa?
gosh.
Mario and Luigi, Bowser's Inside Story plus Bowser Jr.'s Journey releases
It
on Nintendo
seems
3DS
like
on
it's
January 25th.
A standalone title only has
Hunt
that
Ghosts with
replacing
Luigi
the other.
and a second player? While you're waiting for the new game on Nintendo Switch, don't forget that the original Luigi's Mansion is coming to Nintendo 3DS. That
there you go.
comedically
So
spooky vibe that fans remember is
wonder-
intact, even when you're playing the new two-player mode making its debut in the Nintendo 3DS version.
so we got a
If you and another player each own the game,
two-player
one of you can play as this even
multiplayer
greener guy
Luigi's
as you
Mansion?
explore the mansion together.
I wonder if the Switch version will have this as well.
Or, if only one of
kind
you
of
has the game,
would make
you
sense
can
given
still play
the Switch
boss
is
battles
kind of
together
a
in the gallery
sort of
using
the
download play on
sort
your
of
Nintendo
multiplayer
3DS
machine
systems.
and
Oh yeah,
default with the
in
extra
Professor
Joy-Con
Egad's
and all
lab,
that.
you can tap select
But,
amiibo figures to
yeah.
surprising
I
results,
wonder if this is
like revealing
online.
hidden booze, or healing Luigi
There's a
when he talks to
question for you.
Toad. Each of the 4 compatible amiibo has a different effect.
So, considering what
Luigi's
my
Mansion
last
will haunt
kind of
Nintendo 3DS
video
on October 19th.
on the Smash Direct, I did put in the
Yokai Watch Blasters is
couple
out
of
now,
them,
with even more content coming later.
the word
Whether
couple
your
of
allegiance
other
is with the Red
predictions.
Cat
If you were
Corps
looking
or
for
the White Dog
predictions,
Squad,
I
Yokai
don't
Watch
usually do
Blasters will
predictions,
let
but
you
I
team up with
kind of did
friends to
here.
tackle the most
I'm not
action-packed
I'm
battles
not
in the
sure.
series yet.
Well, I
Soon
know
after
one of
launch,
them
we'll
more than
have another
likely
way to
not going
squad
to
up.
happen.
You won't want to miss the free
But
software
the
update
other
on
one
September
could
27th,
still
which
possibly.
adds the Moon Rabbit Crew version
In
to
the
the title screen.
meantime,
This additional
more
content
Yokai
boasts
Watch
new bonuses for linking
Blasters.
save data between
Must
Red
admit, I'm
Cat
not
Corps and the
that
White Dog
into the
Squad,
Yokai Watch
as well as new missions,
games, although this is kind of
new areas to
different.
explore, new yokai to
with the
befriend,
same sort
and
of
new big boss
thing.
yokai.
So, I don't know, maybe I'll look at the demo of that one.
Why,
If
you
there's a
ask?
demo available in
You
the
know
shop.
why. And if you don't,
See what-
now's the perfect
so-
time to become a fan. Yokai Watch Blasters is out now.
out now. I can
And
just
don't forget about the Moon Rabbit Crew update.
Do that. Let's see if they.
That's all for Nintendo 3DS headlines.
That's all for 3DS. Okay. Well, once again, well, of course it's not going to be much because the 3DS is winding down, as we know. So the rest of it's going to be Switch. I forgot to see how long it was.
It's Ecopolis news time.
Another Splatoon 2 update. Blue and wait, what? Wait, something blue. I can't read that. Oh, damn it. Apple, sorry. If you saw a blank spot there, it's because of chopping Apple update when I go, why has that still got that there? Pete's sakes. Get out of here. Yeah, so anyone who's into Squid Kids can try and take that for me. Splatoon. It's amazing when you look back all the way back in 2014, I think it was. When was it? 2014 or 2015 when this was first revealed for Wii U. No one thought it was going to be this big a franchise. Or at least those who were able to see it that it could be possibly be pretty big. Probably still wasn't expecting to be as big as this. I was expecting, I thought a lot of people were saying, yeah, it's going to be another decent Nintendo franchise because it looks very appealing. But there are other people who are just like, yeah, it's not gonna get big at all, but it's on a dead platform for starters. But now look at it. Holy jeez. Anyway. Yeah, I kinda like the style of that trailer. For version 4. And don't get that
everyone's favorite blue robot makes its
triumphant
Mega Man in Mega Man 11.
Yes, I haven't played the demo yet.
Anniversary of the iconic series,
admit,
this brand new game is gunning for greatness on Nintendo
Mega Man,
Switch.
to be honest.
Jump, slide, and shoot through each of the colorful, challenging stages, and try to take down a gallery of deadly bosses like the formidable Bounce Man. In timeless fashion, you must defeat the 8 robot masters and each of their special weapons. The technological miracle of the new double
but from what I've been hearing,
it's a
return to form. Everyone's saying Mega Man is back.
Time slows down around you. Temporarily enhance your weapons and show them who
cool.
the real boss is when you need to most.
Fantastic.
Mega Man 11 also supports the Mega Man Amiibo from the Super Smash Bros. Collection. You can tap it once each day to receive E-Tanks and other useful in-game items. Mega Man 11 will be ready to rock October 2nd.
Thinks about that. Oh, October 2nd. And Freedom Island. But I don't know what's
Mario Tennis Aces. Further refined in new
okay, more Mario Tennis Aces.
Some popular characters are joining the roster.
Birdo at last, oh my god.
Birdo
for Smash.
The sharpshooting specialist. Shy
I
Guy.
did not say that.
The proud high flyer.
Anyway,
Paratroopa. And the big boss with no racket. PD Piranha.
Oh, P Piranha as well.
These Mushroom Kingdom greats can be acquired by playing online.
He's kind of in the game already in the sense.
Keep adding more until next June.
Kind of makes sense. I think Birdos as well, so maybe.
There will even be a new mode called Co-op Challenge. It'll
and
let you
more content. A lot of people are saying that the
that
game, you know, even though the game's got like a story mode, it didn't have that much content. I was kind of waiting
missions are active.
For
special outfits,
you know, if it was going to be successful, that it was actually going to be able to
we'll
get
continue
more
serving up new content for the
along.
game in the
Looks
future.
like that's what is happening. So
the version 2 update for Mario Tennis Aces will be available September 19th.
Satisfaction. Who knows?
These arcade classics are back in action.
Oh, what is this?
Back in the day, Capcom lit up the arcades.
Wait a minute, is this actually arcade ones?
And guess
what? Are we
what?
actually getting
Good old days are back.
Arcade games along with the arcade classics?
The King of Dragons. Captain Commando.
Is this an actual virtual console arcade? And it's actually coming back?
Warriors of Fate are making a comeback. And so are these first-time home console releases.
Okay, I mean, you've had that already with like a lot of this in video games. So see Capcom games doing that.
Controller, up to 4 players can beat them up together. Aspiring Bash Buddies can even take the fight online this time.
Ooh, Ooh, okay.
Pretty soon,
nice.
you'll be able to play with other Capcom fans from around the world.
That's the Aliens vs. Predator in
Capcom
there.
beat-em-up bundle will be ready for action
Oh,
on Nintendo
okay.
eShop September 18th.
That sounds good. Did I see Aliens vs. Predator in there? Because it's the only one that matters.
New Super Mario Bros. U is getting the deluxe treatment.
Everyone saw this one coming. I think it was leaked. Of course, the usual with the internet. All sorts of leaks. So this isn't a surprise, you know. It should be like, oh my god! But I think one is kind of inevitable. But this is actually cool. It's just going to be cool.
And if Toadette powers up with the Super Crown, ta-da! She transforms into Peachette. Peachette can double jump, float slowly during free fall, and get a boost back up if she falls into a pit.
I think we all know what people are
going to. First starring role in a platforming adventure, New Super Luigi U is getting the deluxe treatment too, and comes packed in free of charge. A single Joy-Con controller is all a player needs, and up to 4 players can join in together, anytime, anywhere.
Arguably,
New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe comes down the pipe January 11th.
So they still got the U. That's a bit weird in complete honesty.
Nintendo Switch is ready to roll. Are you?
What's going on here? This seems new. Katamari! What? Okay. I did not see this coming.
Katamari Damacy, remastered in HD.
Oh,
that naughty king of all cosmos has made a mess, as he
does.
I
think
and now
this is
you better take control of the prince here and roll. Just roll and roll. All over the place. And all over stuff. Until the gradually growing mass towers over buildings.
I'm not that familiar with Katamari.
The clump, or Katamari you roll, will shine on as a beautiful star in the sky.
That is an awesome concept.
On Nintendo Switch, you can enjoy the game's new
wacky
gyro
around,
controls,
just
HD rumble,
brilliant.
and even multiplayer battles by using a Joy-Con controller.
It almost seems like this is the first time
you reach the stars
Katamari
anytime, anywhere.
On
Katamari Damacy Reroll will launch in winter 2018.
There was one that did.
ここで皆様にお知らせがあります。これまでにもお伝えしてきました。任天堂の新しい
Okay, so we get more details about the
Nintendo
Switch Online, as it's just called. So we knew about that.
9月19日からとなります。
The release date.
改めて任天堂スイッチオンラインのサービス内容を紹
Basically,
介した映
hopefully,
像を
we'll give
ご用
us
意
a
しま
lot
したの
more
でご覧ください。
detail about it.
Enhance
And
your
it's worth the
gaming
price.
experience. Nintendo Switch Online.
Okay,
Allow us to introduce
I love
5
these sort of
features
demo
included with your membership.
videos. It's so well presented.
Of course, you can play games together online.
Of course we can.
Away.
We used to be able to do it for free. Yep.
Compete against players the world over.
You can still do it for real PC, by the way. By the way.
A variety of games are supported.
I'll just say
So, find your favorites and take them online.
Okay, so we know what was here. And
you can even play classic NES games.
Oh, they got third-party titles in there as well. Okay.
Nintendo Switch.
That,
Get lost in the gameplay, whether you're the boss or the little
Bowser,
monster.
come on!
For multiplayer games, each player can grab a Joy-Con controller.
Yeah.
So both of you can share
Why
the
do I
fun.
want to play Ice Crimes again? I have no idea.
Online play
Where's his
is also
favourite game? So now we know! That's
Playing NES games from a distance
game.
makes
Oh my
the heart
God.
grow fonder. Look forward to a growing library of
Bowser's
NES games,
Switch.
updated regularly.
But yeah, no, it's great to see there's third-party games in there as well. You can take Gradius for the 5th time.
Luigi knows that no matter how careful you try to be,
And then there's this.
Something
There's
unexpected
the locking
can happen.
save data
accidents can cause your precious save data to disappear.
behind that paywall. That's all. That's the problem. That's all I'm seeing it
Help
as.
is on the way.
Really?
With Nintendo Switch Online, games save data is automatically stored in the cloud. Even if your console breaks, your save data will be safe from harm.
You're right, or something, but I still will pay for it. And
Nintendo
it's still
Switch Online
hooked up to
also connects with a smartphone app.
which no one wants.
With this app, You can voice chat with friends while playing certain games.
Especially the whole thing with that person. Apparently, in terms of like from
players
third
can
parties,
also join in the conversation.
They
That way,
necessarily have to
everyone's
do it
having
through that
fun.
Fortnite. But one can't do it through the console. It's just throwing.
The app
services
even
that
has
does
the
it.
ability to enhance
So,
games by connecting with them through services like Splatnet 2.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone says, oh yeah,
Members will also
everyone has
receive
a
exclusive offers.
smartphone.
What are they?
Well,
We'll have more to announce
I
in
mean-
the future. Enhance your gaming experience.
but
Nintendo
it's still
Switch
a weird
Online.
extra step.
The service
Separate
begins
steps.
on September the 19th.
Anyway, so that
Think about which plan is right for you.
almost pretty
If your
much
family has 2
what
or more Nintendo accounts,
I was
you can
expecting.
save
The only
some
surprise I
hard-earned
got
points
there
with the
was
family
essentially that
membership.
they're doing like a third party
いかがでしたか？
in the
実は
game as well.
もう一つご紹介
Okay,
したいもの
but
があります。
oh, what's this? Go on.
任天堂エンターテインメントシステム風の任天堂スイッチコントローラーです。こちらのコントローラー L と
Wait, what?
コントローラー R があります。
Pardon?
これは先ほど映像でご紹介した NES のゲームを当時のように遊んでいただけるよう、
Can
任天堂
you
エンターテインメントシステム
actually use
任天堂スイッチオンライン専用に作りました。
slot them in the Switch? What?
このコントローラーは
What's this?
任天堂スイッチと無線接続で遊ぶことができ、充電はご覧の通り本体に取り付け
Holy
て
shit,
行
you
い
can
ま
as
す。
well. Sorry, that just looks
ぜ
weird.
ひこのコントローラーで懐かしくも
I
新しい
suppose
体
it's
験を
alright for
ご
kind
覧
of
ください。
storing them and all that, but it kind of looks weird.
任天堂スイッチオンラインについて
The only other thing I'm seeing now is that you actually get a proper D-pad this time, so
さて
yay!
続き
Hype!
任天堂スイッチのタイトルをご
Something
紹介しま
I
す。
don't know. That's probably the only thing that's good
Your
about
partner
that.
Pokemon is
And
amazing.
more of...
Get ready to set off on a Kanto region
go.
adventure with your very own
Let's
partner
go,
Pokemon in
okay.
Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. Today,
Well, let's
we have
show
some
more
new
about
information about the upcoming game for Nintendo Switch.
Probably not that
During your
news, but
adventure,
again,
you'll
we need to
occasionally
look
come
at
across
settings.
obstacles blocking your path. When you do, you can rely on a secret technique to get past them. Secret techniques
that
are
one known
special
as
skills that only your
HMs?
partner Pikachu or Eevee can use in the wild.
Or was it
Use
replacing
them
the
to chop
HMs?
down trees that stand in your way, travel across water, or soar into the sky.
But only
Furthermore,
Pikachu.
only your partner Pikachu or Eevee can learn
Mm-hmm.
certain powerful moves for use in battle. Plus, if you pet your partner while your Nintendo Switch is in handheld mode, you can change your partner's hairstyle.
Wait,
depending on how
what?
you use the
That's
touchscreen
how
to pet
he
it.
changed the hair?
Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee will launch on November 16th, alongside
Okay.
the Pokeball Plus accessory.
I mean,
Also,
whatever.
look for 2 new bundles that will include a Nintendo Switch
I-
system with
I-
Pikachu
I'm-
and Eevee-style
I'm in-
Joy-Con controllers,
My position in
One of
that
these
is
two
just
Pokemon
completely out. I'm
adventures
fine with it in the
and the
honestly.
Pokeball
There's a
Plus
big
accessory.
core title coming, for Pete's sake. Don't forget more details in this.
The gates to the
Yeah.
Burning Hells will open on
Oh.
Nintendo Switch. Of course, we're talking about Diablo 3.
Oh,
The
Diablo
dark
3, of
fantasy adventure
course!
that may just consume your
Well, that's
life
all
both
been
inside and
now
outside the
revealed
game world.
Already.
From the high heavens
I
to the
wonder
Burning
what
Hells,
more
you'll
details
explore
we'll
the
get
full story and the
from
deadly world of Sanctuary.
that.
For loot-filled bounties
I know we
and
got
rifts to
Ganondorf in
randomized
there already.
dungeons with even greater spoils. Play as a demon
so
hunter,
I wonder
barbarian,
if
crusader,
get any more exclusive
necromancer,
content.
witch doctor, monk, or wizard, with up to 3 friends online, offline via local co-op, or on a single console couch co-op style. You can even
so it's
suit
only
up in this
4
Nintendo
players,
Switch
really?
exclusive transmog armor
Yeah, well.
fit for the King of Evil, Ganondorf.
That-
All
that's
amiibo figures
better.
are compatible, allowing you to summon a
So-
group of challenging enemies overflowing with sparkling goodies.
Hmm.
Diablo 3
Not did I-
Eternal Collection invades Nintendo Switch on
Didn't see
November
what was
2nd.
going on there, but oh, there you go. Diablo 3. We can't do about
We're
that, right?
making this party
Super
super.
Mario Party. Okay, more details about
We've souped up the Mario Party series with new types of gameplay on Nintendo Switch.
So glad to return the
Shake
rewards.
the Joy-Con controller
I'm
and
glad
get
for the
your
people
body
who
grooving
wanted
in
the boards
soundstage,
rather than the
or dive into the
Oh.
series' first 4-player co-op mode, River Survival. Bet you've never played anything like Toad's
And I'm more interested. I'm
cleverly
hope they expand upon this, because this one's the one thing that wasn't making me think.
Of course,
wow.
the 4-player board game mode that fans love is back and full of new features.
I like.
By rolling character-specific dice blocks with alternate numbering, you can make a game-changing comeback. Every last minigame is brand new, all 80 of them. For a party of 1, check out the new single-player modes. You can play through a series of minigames to complete specific tasks on Challenge Road. Compete against players around the world in the online Mario-thon minigame mode, and more.
Okay, so online is minigames.
The festivities begin when Super Mario Party launches October 5th.
I'm not going to be pleased about that, but no, it could be fun. Could be fun.
Game Freak presents a brand new RPG.
Ooh, okay, I think I've tried it.
The story is set in a small village.
Well, no, it's
Under
not
the protection of a great castle,
totally
the settlement enjoyed lasting peace. That
Yeah,
is, until the sudden appearance of monsters. Indeed, the entire story takes place in this one single village. Take up arms against invading monsters, and strategically select from a variety of battle commands. When the situation calls for it, enlist the aid of fellow villagers to surmount powerful threats.
It looks
What
cool.
secret does the
Reminds me
village
of
harbor?
Harmonite in a sense. No, that was one
Find
of the
out
main
when
features
Town
as well,
releases
I
in
think.
2019.
So, interesting.
Develop a city anytime,
Oh, City
anywhere.
Skylines.
The critically acclaimed
That's a good
city
get.
building game City Skylines is coming to
Because
Nintendo Switch,
that is
which
a
means there's a city
really
in need
great
of a new
game.
mayor. You. And you've got some real moving and shaking to do if you want to improve quality of life,
wow.
energize businesses,
That is
and stimulate growth. Whether you're
that is
investing in roads
struggling
and
to
power
run. I
lines,
have to
public
say.
facilities, or
It looks like. I mean,
services. How
Or
the
is it-
city
it's-
develops
that's
is totally up to
frame
you.
rate isn't necessarily
Kind
that
of a big
important
deal.
for a game like
But
this.
in this
as
game,
long as it's
sometimes it's the
relatively
small
simple. I think
details that stand out most.
Kind of
You can watch over every single
goes
citizen's
a bit
movements.
Sort of like slows to a crawl. I'm not sure
What's
about
more,
that, honestly.
both previously released
Oh, no,
downloadable
no, go ahead.
content packs After Dark and
Really
Snowfall
cool.
are included
And
in
you
the
get-
Nintendo Switch version.
Oh, get
Flex
some
your mayoral might at
extra
home
content
or
with it as
on
well.
the go when
Nice.
City Skylines launches
And
shortly
you can
after
get it
this
straight away
presentation.
too. Very interesting. All
A
of them
tale
are-
of belief, blood, and steel.
Again,
The moon
you know,
has
a lot
fallen.
of, oh, get
Now,
to see more about
the
that.
world
Yeah, a lot
and
of
its
them are
inhabitants are on the brink of
sort of,
extinction
large
in Damon
third
X
party.
Machina.
Not necessarily
As a
AAA,
mercenary,
but
you'll pilot a powered suit called an
you
Arsenal
know,
and face down runaway
AA, I
AI.
suppose you could say.
As you defeat enemies during combat, you'll acquire their weapons and parts, which you can equip on the fly.
I think,
If you haul acquired weapons back to the base,
you know, in
they're
terms
added to
of
your
like
personal armory
support
for use
and
in
that,
future
the
missions.
Switch,
Each arsenal can be equipped with multiple weapons.
you know,
By
seems
changing between
to
projectile
be,
and melee
you know,
attacks,
certainly
you can
getting
adapt
more
your
than
weaponry to the
a
situation
lot
at
of
hand
previous consoles
and
have
gain the
been.
advantage for your side of the war.
Probably still nowhere
At
near
any
as
time
much
during
as the
battle,
PlayStation 4
you can
or
exit
Xbox
your
One,
arsenal to explore the field
but,
on foot. You can make
you know,
enhancements to
certainly
strengthen your human
enough
form,
for
and your arsenal's abilities will be
you know,
augmented as
for
well.
exclusively satisfied. I
Up to
think.
4 players can
And
join
even
forces
exclusive
in
titles
online
like this.
co-op to take down
So
massive
this-
bosses.
I heard this was done by the same people who did Front Mission, which is really cool. Yeah, it's this neat art
Damon
style.
X Machina launches in 2019.
Well, it seems to be kind of like a wild one.
A big adventure in a miniature world of crafts.
using
In a world
Oh,
made
we
of
get to see
stuff
more
like
of
boxes
Yoshi's
and paper cups.
crafted
Yoshi
world.
can get high,
Okay,
gobble enemies,
it
and
had to be
hustle
something.
on
Oh,
by.
actually, that looks a heck of a lot better
Many
than
unusual obstacles litter the landscape.
it did
A
before.
well-placed egg could open a new pathway.
Yoshi actually looks godly.
You could turn the stage on its head, or flip the perspective.
Oh, looks this
Explore every
looks
nook and cranny to
so
track down
much
hidden
better than I thought it
collectibles
would
and
be.
make it to the goal.
It's still 2D. Oh my
Along
gosh.
the way... Wait, what? You can play the course backwards? Guess a change in outlook really can
Well,
show you a whole
why
different
not?
side of the world. The flip side. Know any would-be
Nice.
Yoshis? Then pass a Joy-Con controller to a friend.
Okay, I am
Plenty to
looking. I
love
can look
on
at this a
all
heck of a
sides
lot
of this
more
crafty
now.
Right, Yoshi?
Because it's classic Yoshi, but you know, with
Yoshi's Crafted World releases in spring
little
2019.
twist. Very nice indeed. It looks gorgeous.
Tabletop gaming is a perfect fit for Nintendo Switch.
Okay.
And to prove it, Asmodee Digital, a leader in card and board games, is bringing full adaptations of best-selling tabletop games to the system. Build a medieval world in a full adaptation of the award-winning Carcassonne, complete with 3D maps, solo mode, 4-player local multiplayer, and the game's famous expansions available as paid DLC. Whether you play alone or alongside a second player, forge a powerful deck and a fellowship of 3 to face the forces of Sauron in each story-driven quest of the Lord of the Rings, the living card game.
There's no excuse.
Stop the spread of
There's no excuse anymore.
Cure them all on your own.
Realms is Elder Scrolls. Realms
Plus, individually priced DLC based
Switch.
on
There's
popular
no excuse for Hearthstone not to come in there now. Come on.
This is just the beginning for tabletop gaming on Nintendo Switch. In addition to these titles, we can also confirm that even more is on the way, including one of the most popular board games ever, Catan, and a dungeon crawler based on Steve Jackson's iconic card game, Munchkin. Stay tuned.
Again,
all great creations, even nations, begin with a spark.
Oh, this is secret. So what is this? Is this new? Or is this? This kind of reminds me. Oh my god, Civilization. This is a new Civ game. Civilization 6.
Hold an empire in the palm of your hands.
Oh.
And turn friends into the Power Elite with exclusive 4-player local multiplayer.
Very nice. Again?
When Civilization 6 ushers in a new world on Nintendo Switch November 16th.
Now that is a good get as well.
Don't get too cocky, Star Fox. Playtime is over in Starlink.
Who saw the new trailer for this?
This adventure will push you and Fox McCloud to your limits.
Let's be honest here. You guys need all the help you can get.
Peppy, Falco, and Slippy will provide much-needed backup in the new Nintendo Switch exclusive missions found only in Starlink Battle for Atlas.
And then they
Star Fox, form up on me.
So
Falco
good.
here. I got you covered.
It's time to lock on, do a barrel roll, and save the Atlas star system.
I must admit, Starlink does look good on its own, even without the Star Fox thing. But now, I'm wondering.
Never thought I'd miss the food on Conera.
You guys get something.
Mix and match parts on your own R-Wing when Starlink Battle for Atlas takes flight October 16th.
I think a lot of you know what I'm talking about. That might be it.
2 more great RPGs are coming to Nintendo Switch this fall.
And of course,
The World
this
Ends
one's
With
that
You
we knew
Final
about.
Remix features an all-new story segment called A New Day, which contains a remixed map of Shibuya. So you'll really have to scramble to escape the area, or face erasure. New monsters will appear as well, and so will the Reaper.
So cool that the Switch is becoming
World Ends
a
With You
decent,
Final
strong
Remix launches
RPG
October
machine
12th.
as well.
Before then, guide a group of legendary warriors on a journey through the tragic history that doomed a kingdom and drove a hero down a dark path 500 years before the events of the Xenoblade Chronicles 2 game. Defend yourself from Malos and his forces using all the fury of this refined battle system, allowing you to fight as both the artificial life forms known as blades and their masters, the drivers. Newcomers will have the perfect place to start when Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Torna, the Golden Country, launches September 21st. Owners of the Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Expansion Pass can download this new content a week early from tomorrow.
Oh, cool. Lucky you
There's
guys.
tons in store on Nintendo Switch, and even more in store for the future. Join more than 38 million players for free-to-play co-op space ninja action when Warframe launches November 20th.
Nice surprise.
Get down to Camila Cabello, Bruno Mars, Cardi
Just
B,
Dance
and more, anytime, anywhere, in Just Dance 2019 and October 26th. FIFA 19 is fast approaching, and you can pre-order from shortly after this presentation, so you won't miss the ball when it launches September 28th. Speaking of fast, race as a team and win as a team in Team Sonic Racing, launching this winter. The highest-rated basketball simulation franchise returns to Nintendo Switch with NBA 2K19,
so it seems like
available now. And get ready to jam in the sequel to the smash hit NBA arcade game, NBA 2K Playgrounds 2.
Although still
Coming
this
this fall.
But
Play as the Joker, Harley, Lex Luthor, and the rest of the best of the worst of the all-new LEGO DC supervillains on October 19th.
Okay.
Final Fantasy comes to Nintendo Switch. Kupo!
Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles also being released on the PlayStation 4, and I think we first heard that it was actually on the PlayStation 4.
15 years after its debut,
on the Switch.
the co-op action RPG
How
Final
is
Fantasy
it going
Crystal
to
Chronicles is
work?
being remastered for
Because
Nintendo Switch.
this was one of the games on GameCube that
With the new online multiplayer mode, you and your friends can connect and adventure together. No link cable required.
GBA for
On top of that,
multiplayer.
there are new areas inside dungeons, so even returning fans can explore the
I mean,
unknown.
in terms of the Switch,
Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Remastered Edition will launch in 2019. Way before then, players can experience the entire world and story of the latest.
Yay, we're getting Final Fantasy 15.
That's right.
Last.
Final Fantasy 15 Pocket Edition HD launches shortly after this presentation on Nintendo eShop at an introductory price.
That was kind of bound to happen, although.
A leveled up version of World of Final Fantasy is also on the way.
Oh, we're getting World of Final Fantasy
This
too.
title includes a new feature called Avatar Change, which allows you to transform into legendary characters from across the series' storied history.
I'm not going to say I'm not surprised because I wasn't necessarily expecting that, but it makes
will show up
perfect
in the
sense.
world of Final Fantasy Maxima when it releases on November 6th.
Okay, so this is a different one?
In addition, more Chocobo's
and
Dungeon
more
is on the way.
Chocobo's Mystery Dungeon, whatever it was.
2008's Final Fantasy Fables Chocobo's Dungeon is back and better than ever.
Mystery Dungeon, I don't know what it's
Now,
called.
you can befriend all the monsters. Also, by sharing Joy-Con controllers, you can play cooperatively as well.
Oh, is this coming on,
Chocobo's
on
Mystery
the
Dungeon,
PS4
Everybody
as well?
launches this winter.
Oh, it's called
Final Fantasy XII is coming to a Nintendo system
Wait,
for
what?
the first time. Its real-time battle system is a standout in the series, offering
We're
the
getting
ultimate
Final
in
Fantasy
both freedom and
Whoa.
strategy. This remaster comes loaded with a host of extra
What is
features,
going
including
on?
a speed mode that lets you pick up the pace of your adventure. There's much to discover in the expansive world of Evilise, and now you can explore it on the couch or on the go. Final Fantasy XII: The Zodiac Age launches in 2019.
Okay.
Which reminds me.
Wait, what?
Later on,
Wait, what?
You'll also be able to enjoy these other classics. Iconic scenes, anytime, anywhere.
So, we're getting all the remasters.
Final Fantasy VII, 9, and 10, 10-2 HD Remaster are coming to Nintendo Switch in 2019.
Oh, wait, there's one missing. Not that I mind, of course, obviously. I don't care about that. I don't care about Final Fantasy. I'll say that right now.
Check this thing out.
But, holy shit, okay. So is this more Ultimate News? More Smash Bros. Ultimate News?
Nintendo Switch Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Edition is coming.
Okay.
This specially designed dock features fighters from the original Super Smash Bros. Game. And of course, the set includes a download code for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Etched into the
There's no better way to show your love for the game.
What?
And the set also packs in something you'll want to get your hands on.
Oh, it's not physical.
These Joy-Con controllers sport a
Well,
new
I was just
design
about to
as
cancel
well.
my pre-order for the
Nintendo
limited
Switch
edition,
Super
but I'm
Smash
not.
Bros.
I need to
Ultimate
know.
Edition will launch on
Pre-order
November
Steve.
16th. You can pre-order this special
I
set
kind of like that Joy-Con
at
though.
game launch on December 7th. You can get your own Nintendo GameCube controller adapter and Nintendo GameCube controller Super Smash Bros. Edition.
So we can get those separately. Yeah.
That's all for Nintendo Switch headlines.
And that's it.
いかがでしたか？ここまでお付き合いいただきましてありがとうございます。あと少しだけ映像をご用意していますので、ぜひ
Oh dear, more surprises. Well, let's just sit back and take a look at this. There's always that one more thing, isn't there? Okay, I'm not saying anything. I'm not going to say anything at all until we know what's actually going on. just holding my breath right now. Hang on a minute. This is what I think it is, isn't it? I thought at one point I thought is this, and then I thought this is why I'm holding my breath, because this could be something completely different from what you think it is. Or it might not be. It's also smash. I was like, it can't be so far. It is. Uh-oh. I hear a rumble. I hear a rumble of thousands of disgruntled Waluigi fanboys right now. I'm gonna get out of here. Just hold on. Are they gone? Okay. Right. Okay. Well, who was expecting that? And wait a minute. Can we get Tom Lucas and Echo Fighter? Please? No? Oh, never mind. Wait. Whoa. What? Did I just call that? Remember when I said it was inevitable? I mean, it's 2019, it said 2019. But they just hinted at an Animal Crossing title for the Switch. Again, like I said, it's 2019, so I was kind of possibly off my prediction in terms of that, but I did kind of say it was inevitable, and there it is. Barely any details about that, but I think they'll be foolish to try and have a Amiibo festival or anything similar like that, but that was a literal teaser on the end. That's all I can say about that. So that was it. That was Nintendo Direct. September 13th, 2018. I think the last one was 13th September, if I recall correctly. I'll probably have to have a look at that. Probably might not have been that on the 13th. What did I think of it? There were a couple of nice surprises in there. Like the sort of Final Fantasy trifecta, or maybe call it a quadfecta. You know, that Final Fantasy 7, the best Final Fantasy, which is Final Fantasy 9, by the way, in case you thought I was talking about Final Fantasy 7, and Final Fantasy 10, and 10-2, or X and X2. And it seems like we've got Final Fantasy 12 in there as well. So it's kind of weird that it's sort of drip feeding those. Notice they didn't put Final Fantasy 8 on there, but one, I don't think there was a remaster of that. And two, not that I really care about that anyway. And yeah, it seems like Square Enix are now sort of like not necessarily opening the floodgates, because again, there's still things that could have been released on the Switch. A lot of it just seems to be remasters, and they're sort of doing that. I think in terms of Square Enix support on the Switch, it seems like it's going to be the original titles that are sort of suited for the Switch, as it were, and then there's going to be a lot of like remasters or existing titles, you know, or ports of existing titles that would work on that platform. So, you know, Final Fantasy, the remasters, you know, Crystal Chronicles, World of Final Fantasy, you know, the Pocket Edition of Final Fantasy 15, all kind of makes sense in that regard. And there is one title missing that's not Final Fantasy, but it's a Square Enix franchise. And I'm wondering what's happening with that. I think there's a few who may have heard about it, the recent release in the West. Knows what I'm talking about right there. So that's going to be kind of an interesting thing to look at. Well, I didn't actually show anything about that. Also, the details about the Nintendo online service is pretty much what we expected. And you know, the only surprise to me, there was not necessarily surprise, but the only interesting thing to me was that they're actually including third-party titles in the NES, sort of free NES games that you get every month. Which is good, you know. I think it was going to be just the first-party titles alone, because again, there's there's a wealth of third-party titles on the system. So I suppose the question is, how long will it be before it gets to Super Nintendo titles, and then maybe, well, I don't know. I guess a lot of people are saying right now that this confirms the death of the Virtual Console. In which I can say, on one hand, yeah, it does. On the other hand, with this Capcom beat 'em up collection, which I still hope has Aliens vs Predator in there. Please have to look at them carefully if it does. You know, that might be along with Sega Ages and along with like the Neo Geo titles and Namco's stuff and all that kind of stuff. You know, that could be like possibly, you know, a fairly decent replacement of that, you know, because essentially it's third parties being able to put all their stuff. They have much control of that now, as well as the stuff that they'll be putting on the Nintendo, you know, the Switch online service. So in terms of, you know, in terms of that, the Virtual Console practically confirmed dead in that sense. The fair enough replacement, I suppose. Again, it's I don't know. I still don't like the idea of having to pay to play online. I still don't like the idea of having to pay to be able to back up your save. No, personally, I'm not on that practice. I wouldn't mind if they'd offered you a way to be able to save locally on a SD card, or flash storage, or some other external storage. Just back up your save and keep it. I know there's security issues involved with that, but from what I could tell, a lot that will seem to be connected to sort of something that was done with the NVIDIA chips. And apparently with like the new model of the Switch, that seems to have been dealt with now. So if they can do that, then surely they could find a way to securely back up locally and not just online behind a paywall. That's the only thing that kind of irks me about the whole thing. 3DS games, again, obviously it's winding down. It's not really that much, really. You get multiplayer, Luigi's Mansion remake. Okay, that's nice. You've got your Watch Busters. I'm not really into Watch, so that's just whatever to me. Stuff like that is just kind of like, yes, we're winding down with the 3DS now. That's fine. That was inevitable. Anyone who was kind of groaning about the 3DS section, which was really, 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 really short, by the way, compared to the rest of needn't bother to do so, in all complete honesty. I'm just glad they're still kind of supporting it up until the very end, really. And, can deserve that. It's no matter what you say. Obviously not anywhere near as successful as the previous DS, but it's still successful, and it deserves. It has a decent user base, and it deserves to be supported, really. But one thing I'm noticing with a lot of like the third-party games that are coming out on the Switch now, a lot of them aren't like big, massive AAA titles, but there's a lot of kind of, I suppose you call AA titles or A titles that are coming out on it, and a lot of ones that I wouldn't have expected to come out on the system, really, like City Skylines. I was interested in Civilization 6. All of that I think is pretty neat. I think that kind of cements the Switch as, a place to go for if you want those type of games, rather than just, all the AAA flipping microtransaction loot box load of nonsense and multiplayer only stuff that's out there. Well, that's not necessarily true. That seems to be a thing that's kind of parroted by the naysayers. There are lots of really good AAA titles out there as well, and if you want those, then you'll get them on your PS4 and your Xbox One, or they're on your PC sometimes. The fact that this Direct is kind of showcasing that does kind of make me a bit more positive on the Switch. And then also in terms of what's coming, I mean, I wonder if a lot of people are kind of like, oh, it's just Animal Crossing. Although that Yoshi game, oh my, that Yoshi game looks so good. It looks so much better. And when they showed it before, it was kind of like this weird sort of Yoshi Woody World sort of thingy style that looked really weird. They enhanced it and they actually made Yoshi and Peachy and all that looks velvety and gravel. Like the work they actually done on that looks so nice. And if the gameplay is anywhere near as good as Yoshi's Woolly World, that's a win already. For me, in any case, I think overall I wouldn't say it was the best Direct. But it did showcase a lot of things that, for me anyway, it's kind of reassuring, you know, in a sense. You know. And, you know, again, you know, it's not as absolutely fucking reaching bombastic as most of the other Nintendo Directs, and you know, the end was a surprise as usual because he was expecting Joey Isabel to be an actual fight in Smash Ultimate. That to me, that bowled me over. But yeah, apart from that, it was nice. That's all I can say about that. So, anyways, that's all I have to say about that. Apart from, well, I suppose I could say something about unified development, guys. There was a massive hint on it right there with that Kirby's extra yarn. That's all I got to say about that. Anyways, so what did you think of the Nintendo Direct? Would it make you want to get a Switch if you hadn't done so already? What do you think of this online service? Do you think it's good value for money for what you're getting? What do you think of third-party support on the Nintendo games there as well, and the NES games there as well? What do you think of the third-party support overall for the Switch, especially coming from the likes of Capcom and Square Enix and all that kind of stuff? And would you main Isabel in Smash? Also, what form do you think this new Animal Crossing game might on the Switch might be? And of course, well, I forgot to talk about Luigi's Mansion on the Switch. They didn't show much about that either. But what do you think of that? Just put all your opinions and stuff like that there in the comments. And well, that's it from me. Obviously, I'm still sort of winding down because I did a long walk in the Cotswolds. I did it. I did the Cotswolds way. Go me. And I'm kind of relaxing on that at the moment and still sort of like picking up games and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm sort of still kind of preparing for stuff in my channel, including maybe an update. Maybe an update. Just sort of overall things. Let's talk about that. But well, you'll see more of that later on. Until then, thanks for watching and keep on playing, folks.